Fun on television is Definition. And now let's have some fun with the star of our show, Jim Perry.
I like that. I like that urban sprawl. That was very good. Hi there. Welcome to Definition. Our captains this week are Valerie Pringle and Don Harron. Hey! We have been talking about with the many interviews that you have done on radio and some of the crazy things, but what is this someone said about the Mona Lisa? What?
Well, a lot of people don't know that the Mona Lisa was actually stolen at one point. It was a great plot. I think it was about 50 or 60 years ago. There was a master forger, a South American, who decided that he'd do some forgeries of the Mona Lisa. So he hired this fellow as a security guard in the Louvre when some work was being done there to steal it. And he did. This fellow went in, cut it out of its frame, rolled it up, put it in his paint bucket, went out and kept it in a chest in Paris for years, and the forger sold 5 copies of the Mona Lisa to willing buyers who kept them in their basements just because they thought they owned the real Mona Lisa, because the headlines, of course, were Mona Lisa stolen. And the Mona Lisa was in this chest, and then finally, I think he was an Italian and very patriotic, so he took it back to Italy and tried to give it, I think, to the Uffizi Gallery, where of course, he was then sent to prison, became a national hero in Italy, and apparently had lots of offers for marriage afterwards. This little caretaker who'd stolen the Mona Lisa. But a lot of people don't know that it was ever stolen.
I didn't know. Look
Great
at the
story.
things
You
you
gotta listen to my radio show.
I did hear. I know that when they brought it back, they cleaned it up, and then they found out why the Mona Lisa was smiling. But that's another story.
That's not cleaned up.
You are among your other things. You are now. Are you writing another book?
Yeah, but I'm selling one at the moment. I'm writing my autobiography.
Oh, this is not a Charlie Farquharson book.
No, and the one I'm selling now is not a Charlie Farquharson book. It is a Valerie, not Pringle, but Rosedale book.
Oh, yes.
My other...
I remember her. Yes, I love Valerie. So Valerie's written a book, and that's out now. And then you're going to write your autobiography. Mm-hmm. That's got to be a little scary.
Yeah, I've been putting it out for 5 years because enough people are still around that could...
If Charlie Farquharson were here today, what would he think of Don Harron writing an autobiography?
Well, it's all right, because he sits in his car and does it, you see.
Oh, okay. On that fun note, there's the sound we've all known and loved flow these many years. We will welcome back with Don Harron, our challenger. This is how...
2 and 9, Jim.
Hi, thank you. Well, with a fine 5-time champion leaving us, 2 new challengers. First of all, with Valerie Pringle, we would like to welcome back a contestant. She's back for a second try. And remember, there was we thought she might have been disadvantaged in the scoring thing, so we brought her back. So this is Paula Olson. Hello, Paula. Hi. Always like to give the players the benefit of the doubt.
I appreciate it.
Oh, not at all. We are happy to have you back here with us, and you've been working, studying, ready to go now?
Oh, yes. Watching every day.
Okay. Good luck today here, Paula. And we welcome with Don Harron for the first time a bowling enthusiast who would like to one day open a daycare center, Anita Campbell. Hi, Anita. Nice to have you here. A daycare center. Want to take care of a whole bunch of little people? You can take care of a whole bunch of them, you think?
I've done it for about 8 years now.
Oh, but now you like to have your own, huh? Mm-hmm. Well, that would be good. You're going to talk up a little bit, right, Anita?
Okay.
You've got a soft voice there, so you just slide in close with Don, and you don't get nervous next to Don, do you?
No.
No, okay, all right. We will start the best 2 out of 3 with this definition.
Song for a fearless high-wire artist.
I like this. Song for a fearless high-wire artist. And we will start with the lady joining us for the first time. Anita, give a letter away.
Give away the X.
There is no X. Don, to take a letter.
Oh.
Oh, what a great start. There are 3 of them. There are 3 O's. One here at the end of this 2-letter word, the end of this 2-letter word, and the end of this 2-letter word. Do either of you know Song for a Fearless High-Wire Artist? Don't say anything now. Over to Paula to give her first letter away.
I'll give away a Q.
Ah, you have been practicing. There's no Q. Valerie, you can take a letter.
T.
T as in Thomas. 1 T at the end of this 3-letter word, here. Do either of you know Song for a Fearless High-Wire Artist? And we're back over to Anita to give one away.
Give away the Z.
No Z. Take one, Don.
E.
1 E. 1 E that goes here. Do you know Song for a Fearless High-Wire Artist? Time is up. Oh, tough. Give one away, Paula.
I'll give away a K.
There's no K. Take a letter, Valerie.
N.
I'm sorry?
N.
N as in Nancy. Now, if there's an N up there, This is going to be tough, Valerie. We'll give her an N. Give her an N, or 2, or 3, or 4. Valerie, do you know song for a fearless high-wire artist?
Let me take a flyer. No, no, no net.
By George, she's got it, yes. Switching off on no, no, Nanette. If you're a fearless high-wire artist, no, no, no net. Thank you, I'm fearless. I don't need that. Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah, when you get all the letters there, it's really wonderful.
I thought you'd get that one when you took the T. I thought that was your kind of pun. No, no, no net. Paul and Valerie lead 1-0. Anita and Don need this definition.
The preferred breakfast of psychiatrists.
I think Dave likes this one. The preferred breakfast of psychiatrists. Give a letter away this time, Don.
Give away a Z.
There's no Z, Anita. You can take letters.
Take an A.
There's no A. No letter on the board. No guess. Over to Valerie Pringle to give one away.
Why?
No Y. Take a letter, Paula.
I'll take an I.
There is no I. No guess. The preferred breakfast of psychiatrists. Don Harron to give one away.
Give away an X.
No X. Take a letter, Anita.
Take an E.
There are 2 E's. 1 E in this 5-letter word here, second at the beginning of this 4-letter word, and your first opportunity to tie up the match. Do either of you know the preferred breakfast of psychiatrists? Time is up. Valerie Pringle, give one away.
Q.
No Q. Take a letter, Paula.
O.
No O. No guess. The preferred breakfast of psychiatrists. Don Harron to give one away.
I'll give away a W.
No W. Anita, take a letter.
I'll take a G.
G is in George. There are 2 G's. They go together. 1 G here, 2nd G here to tie up the match. Do you now know the preferred breakfast of psychiatrists? Don't say anything in the audience, please. Over to Valerie to give one away.
U.
Oh, my. There's a U in that solution. A U that goes right here. Free guess for Anita and Don. The preferred breakfast of psychiatrists.
Freud egg!
Freud egg! That's right. Sigmund Freud. The famed psychiatrist. Yes, the preferred breakfast of psychiatrists, Freud eggs. We've got a tie. And the championship will be decided on this definition.
Being slightly dishonest.
Being slightly dishonest. They got the last one. We start over here. Paula to give one away.
I'll give away a Z.
No Z. Take a letter, Valerie.
E.
2 E's, and they go in the last word. One at the beginning of the word, another E here. First crack at the championship. Being slightly dishonest. Over to Anita, give one away.
I'll give away the X.
There's no X. Take one, Don.
R.
R is in Robert. There is no R. No guess. Back over to Paula to give one away.
I'll give away a Q.
No Q. Take one, Valerie.
N.
And there's a Nancy. No N. No guess. Anita to give a letter away. There's a signal. Time is up. Give the last letter away.
I'll give away a Y.
There's no Y. Take a letter, Don.
A D.
D is in dog. Well, with the last letter, you picked a good one. There are 2 D's. 1 D that goes here. The second here. You're the only ones that have a crack at it, but you can win the championship if you know being slightly dishonest. Time is up. Time is up. For you, this is a good one for you at home. Let me give you 1 letter to work with at home. Let me give you the letter G as in George. Being slightly dishonest. G here, another G here. Being slightly dishonest. We'll give you the solution right after this. Slightly dishonest, that is guilt-edged. Guilt-edged. If you could figure it out, you could come down and win lovely prizes like this.
A chair from Added Touch. Your best value in a cake mix. A moist, delicious cake that tastes homemade. The moistness is the Added Touch. Added Touch Cake Mix.
We'll play the championship definition tomorrow. Bye.
Promotional consideration provided.
Diana generates a deadly clone on CFTO's fascinating science fiction series, V. Friday night at 8, right here on CFTO TV.